Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Ria Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Ria, welcome to the show. Overall, let's start with what's happening to the Indian rupee. It's witnessing the best recovery in the month since the time COVID has hit us. What do you make of it, and what's the kind of direction we're expected to see on the same?
Uh, I think the rupee is enjoying its time coming. Taking into consideration the kind of FII inflows that the India is witnessing right now, and plus, if you look at the RBI, the RBI action that has happened
Mm.
now earlier due to the pandemic stress and so forth, RBI was largely buying forex, into dollars and building its reserves. But if you look at the current data, you know RBI has reversed its stand, and right now it has been a major seller into the dollar, and this has further boosted the altogether, the strength that the rupee is currently witnessing right now.
Mm.
Plus, dollar is already under stress. So all these three factors are largely contributing into the rupee, and this is the reason why rupee is facing out much better than it was anticipated, much better than the recovery was anticipated, and much better than what we were expecting, taking into consideration the whole budget speech, the
Mm.
GDP recovery and the kind of inflation that the India will be seeing further into the year, further into the financial year. So I think these three factors are largely contributing to the rupee, and if RBI maintains its stand and limits its intervention going forward, it can definitely see 17 levels quite sooner than the expected time frame.
Right. Yeah, with this, if you see with regards to the dollar index as well, that's witnessing a bearish sentiment because three consecutive sessions we've seen a decline that have come in on the dollar index as well. Are you expecting this kind of a negative move to continue?
See, dollar has been under pressure for quite some time, because like we have discussed, the new fiscal measure will be coming in. Then the whole the cash stand with respect to the US. And if you look into the further, the statements that have been coming forward from the Fed,
Mm.
so the Fed will be taking its stand in front of the in front of the whole fiscal package discussion that is going on right now, that how the inflation will not be much affected if 1.9 trillion is put into the economy again. So I think uh, the the decision on it will be quite sooner, and it will be, this major Fed discussion will be on Tuesday. So I think this is what the whole market is right now taking into factor, that the decision will be reached soon, and there might be the infusion, coming week or early into the March. So I think this has what depressed the altogether sentiment into the dollar. Plus, if you look at the recovery of the developing countries, there has been quite an FII inflows. The investors have been taking into consideration the risk of sentiment, I think, and this has moved the altogether stand to, to get away from the safe haven, and now again invest into the developing economies, or take a riskier asset on the portfolio and so forth. I think this is also major reason why the the outflow is going out from the dollar. And I think going forward, taking into consideration that there will be a fiscal
Mm.
infusion,
Mm.
and whether it will be 1.9 trillion, whether it will be 2.1 trillion, that is still into the question. But once the infusion comes in, there will be a further decline into the dollar index. And I think that will be all for the dollar index to decline, therefore. And once the positive numbers come, starts off, I think that will be a bottoming out for the dollar index going forward. But I think for the coming few session, it will be under pressure.
Right. And lastly, with regards to where the pound is concerned as well, it's one of the best performing currencies if you have to take G10 into consideration for the month. Are you expecting this kind of outperformance to continue, taking all the liquidity and all the COVID situation into consideration?
I think pound has been a major surprising, currency so forward, because there was such a bearish sentiment that was revolving around, taking into consideration what will be the outcome of the Brexit. The deed has not yet been, given out to the public as to what they have come all together, the decision on what they have made. But still, the recovery in the pound have been phenomenal. And this is probably first because the dollar index has been under pressure, and the major beneficiary from that was euro and pound being much more. Secondly, the vaccination drive have been phenomenal, and thirdly, the lockdown blueprint has been released by the UK Prime Minister. So there will be there will be a complete uh, uh, withdrawal of the lockdown measures, that has, the statement that has been given by the UK Prime Minister. So I think this has quite pushed it into the positivity around the pound altogether. And taking into consideration the Bank of England acting on it, I think they'll be halting their support further into the sterling as well. They were quite active with respect to supporting the economy and so forth. But around all this noise, the positive noise that is coming forward into the pound, I think the major, one of the few points that we need to consider is what are actually the economic numbers that are coming forward to. Unemployment numbers are still high as compared to the pre-COVID levels. And if you look at the Treasury, minister's statement, Rishi Sunak, he is still implying that the economy still need a lot of support to actually get into its foot and get back to the recovery phase. And thirdly, obviously, if the Bank of England halts its support to the pound, because altogether recovery of the pound, such a strong level into the pound will be hurting the business going forward, and the recovery could actually get slowed down, will actually slow down rather than getting its pace altogether, taking into consideration the whole overseas trade into factor. So I think there will be a short term bullishness still into the pound, but it will likely be it will likely be halted around 1.4 to 1.43 levels against the dollar.
Right. So with this, Ria, what are the strategies that you would want to recommend?
I think pound is still moving quite a strong with the bullish leg, and you can definitely buy into it. It is at 102.05. Buy into it above 102.06 for a target of 102.30, 102.50. Follow a very strict SL of 101.84. There will be a Bank of England policy that will be coming forward tomorrow. So that will quite put in play what is the altogether perspective of BOE with respect to the negative rate, and that will play out into the rates as well. So look out, if you're buying into the pound, maintain a very strict level of 101.84 for the pound. The next buy you can do is into the euro. Euro fundamentals is the fundamental week is not that chaotic. So I think it will enjoy the dollar suppression that is there. So buy into the euro above 88.13 for a target of 88.32. Maintain a level of 88 into the pound. Yen is also long. Go for a long into yen as well. 68.92 is what the level you can go above. So buy above 68.92 for a target of 69.15. Keep a strict level of 68.75 for the yen.
Right. Thank you, Ria, for sharing those strategies and the views as well. Thank you, participants.